G'day, Ben Futrell here, and in this video we're going to have a chat about the attitude of a great team member. One of the keys to being really successful in business is having the right people in your team, and I think that goes without saying. The three resources in business that you need to be really good at managing and understanding. One of them is time, one is cash or money, and the other one then is team. And I think people really undervalue the importance of understanding what a great team member is and how to identify them, keep them and look after them. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, I've got a checklist here or a sheet with, 20 something attributes of great team members. I'm just going to read out maybe 5 or 6 of these that I think are really, really important that may help you understand what it is you're looking for when you're looking for a great team member. So the first thing that is on the list that I think is vitally important is that they want to see the business grow. They're actually excited, just excited as you are about having the business grow. And that goes without saying that as a leader, you have to make sure that you let the team know what your goals are. Let them know where you're heading. Let them know the challenges that you're having. Let them know exactly what it is that you're trying to achieve, because if anyone's going to help you do it, they need to know what it is that you're trying to achieve. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to help you. In fact, you're not going to be able to help yourself. The second thing is then they agree to new ideas and strategies in a positive way. You've probably found there are times when you've had an idea or a new product or service or something that you've thought about and you've tried to discuss it with the team and you've been shot down or people have been negative about it. You want people, not so much that are just fluffy, optimistic people. You want people, though, that are going to be positive about trying new things and understand not everything is going to work. So the team member needs to be resilient to knowing that not everything's work, but at least if they give it a go. You've probably heard that quote before. I think it was Henry Ford, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, whichever way you are right. And it's sort of like that, the train that thought he couldn't, I think I can. Well, if a team member is negative about an idea from the get-go, it's definitely not going to work. Another one I've got here is they work harder on themselves than they do in their job. Now, you'll find you'll get team members that they'll listen to podcasts, they'll go to training sessions, they'll read books, they'll subscribe to magazines like, that are about being successful. They'll just put a lot more effort on their own personal development than another person, and you'll find that those team members they're the best people, because really at the end of the day you want people that are willing to grow, not just inside your business but in their life. And so you want to encourage them to go to external sort of workshops, and I'd even encourage you to pay for external workshops, even if they're not 100% related to your industry or your business. But if it's going to help that team member lift and rise and be a better team member, then it's a great thing. They do more than they're asked to be. They go that extra mile. I think this is a real true indicator of if someone is loving their job. If you find that people aren't getting their job done and they're running out the door at 5 to 5, and you find that they're doing all the distractive avoidance behaviour possible, then they're probably struggling with, they're not inspired. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One of that is that you haven't inspired them, or your business is not inspiring, so you need to look at that first. Or you might just have the wrong person in the wrong position on the field. And one big one in thinking that way is, if I was running a football team, would I have my big blokes on the front row or the wings and my runners on the front row? No. I'm going to put people on the right place on the field. And the same thing applies to your business. If you want your people to be happy, put them in a position that they enjoy. It's no different to you put an accountant and say, hey, we need extra sales this month, so I know you're an accountant, but I'm going to get you to do some telemarketing this month. They're going to be miserable, and you don't want them to be miserable. So you want people to do more than they're asked. Put them in a position that they love, and you'll find people will go home and do work at home at night, even though you don't expect it, but because they love what they do. I'm going to finish on this last point here. Like I said, I've got 20 odd points here, but I've just picked a few out. And this is that they think of the business like their own. So when you see that people are starting to make decisions, they're starting to operate in a way where you could almost confuse them for one of the owners of the business, you've got a fantastic team member. And that's an attitude that you want to reward, it's an attitude that you want to recognise, and it's one that you want to encourage. And I think a good way to do that is for you to be a great leader and open up to your team and get them involved in everything that you do. Get them involved in the direction of the company. Share with them the vision of what it is you're trying to achieve. Take their feedback on as to what they feel is working well and what is not. Have regular meetings where you ask for feedback and say, hey team, what do you think we could do better to achieve these goals? What what are the things that I'm doing right now that aren't helping us achieve what we want to achieve, etc., etc., etc. So there you go. If you're looking to work out what are the best attitudes or attributes of a great team member, hopefully that's helped you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think a great team member is in the comments down below. Go for it, go like crazy, write in as many as you can think, and we'll come up with a list together of all the attributes of the best team members. Remember to subscribe so you don't miss another video. Until next time, have a profitable day.